The reason I ask is just because the president had said previously that he hadn't had a lot of time to get to the border. He's going to a border state tomorrow, so you think maybe there would be time there. And if there isn't tomorrow, can you say at this point that he...
What I'm saying is tomorrow he's going to actually focus on an issue, a bipartisan issue that was voted in Congress, the CHIPS and Science Act, something that is going to deliver for the people in Arizona, creating jobs and making people's lives better and making sure that we are bringing manufacturing back into the U.S. That is critically important. Now, what I'm saying, the second part of that to your question, if Republicans officials truly want to deal with immigration, they truly want to deal with the border, then they would stop doing political stunts and actually work with us on the plan that we have put forward, which they are not.
And just a follow-up on Edward's question. If the president is not going to make time to visit the border during his trip tomorrow to a border state, will he do it in New Year?
Look, I addressed this last week about the president visiting the border. I'm not going to go beyond what I just laid out. I think, and we believe, the question again, as I was just answering to your colleague in the back, is that what are congressional Republicans going to do to actually deal with this issue? Instead of doing political stunts, many of the political stunts that hurt families, instead of going to the border and talking about, things that not going to actually deliver and keep our border safe, why don't they work with us? Why don't they actually do something? Why don't they actually, help the president? But again, they're playing political games and doing political stunts.
Okay. What about in Arizona? I just want to ask you, he's going to that chips factory. Any plans in Arizona to go to the border and see for the situation for himself there?
So look, I want to be very clear here. The president trips tomorrow, so he'll be visiting at TSMC, a company making a major investment to manufacturing cutting-edge chips in Phoenix. Right? We're asking for Republican officials to come and work with us, and let's have a bipartisan agreement on immigration instead of doing political stunts, instead of doing what they're doing, going to the border, not actually coming up with any real ideas about that. That's where I will leave it. That's what the president is doing tomorrow. He's going to go to Arizona to talk about.
There was word today of an agreement in principle between Senators Tillis and Sinema on immigration reform. Is that something?
So we haven't seen all of the kind of the language on that particular bill, so don't want to comment from here. Don't want to get too far ahead. I know there is a drafted proposal, but look, the president has repeatedly called on Congress to permanently protect Dreamers, farm workers, essential workers, and others, and to provide them with the pathway to citizenship. Remember, the first day of his administration, he put forth a comprehensive immigration bill.